Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Riga Arena here in Riga, Latvia. This is the FIBA EuroBasket, and it's the battle between Estonia and Portugal. Czechia taking on Latvia follows this one, and then it will be Turkey going up against Serbia in that battle for first place. The standings coming into today, Turkey and Serbia up at the top at 4-0, Latvia at 2-2, Estonia and Portugal at 1-3 each. Czechia already out of it at 0-4. Well, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor. And Mike, here we are, the last game day. And I think we're not surprised that we have Portugal and Estonia fighting for their EuroBasket lives. The winner of this game moves on, and the loser does not.
I think the group stage has played out as expected with Serbia and Turkey at the top. And I think, as expected, Portugal and Estonia are battling to advance. Both of these teams have beaten Czechia. Both of these teams have shown flashes. You know, you've got a great fan following here that's turned Riga Arena into a home court advantage for Estonia. But there's real potential for this Portugal team to play better. And really, the game day performance today is going to be the determining factor, and I can't wait to watch this action.
Well, we understand there was an official form that was going around in Estonia. As you see, Portugal coming out, and Mies Keta, their star center, that if you gave this form to your employer, they could sign you off for the day, and you could take it as an official holiday in a bid to get people here. But they've not really had any problem getting Estonians to come here. And I can tell you this, if they haven't left to come, they are watching this game back in Tallinn and all the other places in the country, because Estonia, like we said, this has been a home advantage for them from the get-go. And even in the game against Latvia, they had half or maybe even more than half of this arena filled. The
fan support has been spectacular from Estonia. Again, let's see how much of a factor that can be in today's game. But this is a big moment for both of these countries. Portugal back on the EuroBasket stage for the first time in 14 years. And Estonia has been making steady progress over the last few events. They're ready for that breakthrough moment. Let's see if it can happen today and they can win, survive, and advance.
Christian Kulama comes out, the son of a legendary Estonia player, Gert Kulama. But Portugal will not be a team they should take lightly at all. All they have to do is look back at some of their quarters in this tournament, and especially their opening night against Czechia, and they will know they are dangerous. The players are on the court now for the national anthems. Incredible stuff. The music for the Estonian national anthem. They're playing the first two stanzas, I think you call it, the first two choruses, and then they actually continue to sing because it's longer, but there is a longer version, and, well, as you can see, they're singing it, and that just makes it even better. So, referees for today's game, Antonio Conde from Spain, the crew chief, Lorenzo Baldini from Italy on the left, and Marius Ciulin from Romania on the right, and can't speak highly enough of the job that the referees have done here in Riga. I have to say that without any reservation. They've been excellent. For Portugal, the starting five today has been Diogo Brito, Trevon Williams, Diogo Ventura, Miguel Queiroz, and Nemias Keita, Wojciech Amaran, Gamero, Ovan, Sa, Lisboa, and Candido Sa coming off the bench. How about this guy?
Nemias Keita has been fantastic. He's been the force in the middle, both ends of the floor. Again, he inspires confidence in his teammates. He's shown great skill and shot blocking ability. He's had an impressive group stage, and they'll need him to be at his best in today's decisive game.
Mike, you noticed the Portuguese players were really singing their national anthem. They are locked in. Sandro Raiste, Matthias Tass, Janari Yoesar, Artur Konuchuk, and Christian Kulama in the starting five with Drell, Rosenthal, Treyer, Jurkatam, all coming off the bench. Jonas Riesma as well. And there is Kulama, who's been pretty solid.
I've been so impressed with Christian. He's done a great job as the primary ball handler. And then in the last game, he really hit some shots. You see the 4 for 7 from 3. Again, he's a team leader. He's a playmaker, plays with responsibility, sets the table for this team. And let's see if he can inspire this big Estonia crowd today.
Mike, it has to be said, this has been repeated with Portugal from their coach on a couple of times, Mario Gomes there on the right. Their aim, their primary aim coming here was to get out of the group and to advance. And despite their struggles the last 3 games, that is still within reach.
And that's a great job from the coaching staff to keep directing the ship in the right way, keep them on track to have this opportunity today. And while everybody looks at the big crowd, I think this is a really determined team to do something special together from Portugal.
Heiko Ranula, the head coach of Estonia. And what I've taken from his press conferences a couple of times is he doesn't want his players to be in awe of some of the guys that they're going up against, and maybe they've kind of fallen into that trap a little bit.
When you're on the big stage for the first time, or you go up against players from the NBA and higher levels that you watch on television, sometimes you can have that awestruck moment. And again, Coach Ranula has talked about that in a couple of his press conferences. So he's trying to help his team get through that transition phase as quickly as possible to focus on competing and winning the game.
Trevon Williams, he's had foul trouble the last couple of games. You've called him out. He needs to stay on the court. He needs to make sure he is in emotional control and that he doesn't commit silly fouls. Now, he's got great hands. He gets a lot of steals, but he's got to stay on the court for this Portugal team to have a chance.
He's the single biggest X factor on the floor right now.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. We are in Riga, Latvia, for the FIBA EuroBasket 2025. It is the start of game day 5 here, and Nemias Keita going to work early as Portugal win the opening tip. Now it is Estonia. Intriguing battle between 2 teams. High hopes, and Kulama comes out and knocks down the first jumper.
Emotional leader for the team. Nice high pick and roll action off ball reversal from Coach Ranula, and a big bucket to start, get the crowd into the game.
Queiroz, the captain, has it, and that's goal interference. Ball had already gone off the glass. Always knew it as goaltending, but in international basketball, it's called goal interference.
Great pick and roll action on both ends of the floor.
Here's Yoasar, brings the effort. Kulama brings it in, and looked like Keita might have gotten a hand on that.
He definitely changed the shot.
Diogo Brito, who's been very quiet the last 2 games after having a sensational game against Serbia.
Williams and Brito can be the 2 factors that change the game here for Portugal.
Brito pass down low. Queiroz gets in, and good aggressive play. Gets to the free throw line. The captain starting well.
He complements Keita very well as a mobile big. This time, late shot clock, catches it mid lane and goes to the basket. One thing when you look at the pregame statistics, Jeff, this Estonian team has gone to the free throw line more per game than Estonia. That can be a factor. It's great to see Queiroz try to get to the rim in his first possession here.
There's been a nice throng of supporters here from Portugal all week. They made their return to the EuroBasket for the first time in 14 years. And here they are getting an offensive rebound off the missed free throw. Williams turns and did the hard work, but missed the shot badly. Yoasar turns it over.
Again, we've seen him attack the basket with energy, but he's been a little bit inefficient at times throughout this group phase play.
Brito's pass batted by Tass. Queiroz misses. Here comes Tass and Esti. Kulama up. I'm just curious how Kulama could have turned that over, because Tass kind of cleared out down low.
Yeah, he tried to throw the ball away from the defense, but he threw it too far out of reach as Tass was trying to seal the defender and keep him away from the ball. 2 early turnovers here for Estonia. They've got to do the job taking care of the ball, but they've also got to do the job blocking out and rebounding at this end.
Oh, good defense. Trier right off the bench. They also bringing the energy on defense. Kulama gets it to Raya State. Trier wide open. You can count it.
Great offense from Estonia. Kulama into the paint, kicks it out, consecutive pass, wide open rhythm 3. Great work from Estonia.
Anish Keita fades and fouled, pushed. Oh no, foul underneath on Raya State.
And Tass builds a wall, forces the contested fade.
Yeah, he kind of put his hands on him and nudged him a little bit as he went up. Didn't need to do that.
Hear that paint touch on the baseline, consecutive pass 3. That's Estonia's offense at its finest.
So this has been a productive trip down the floor for Portugal. Not as productive as it might have been. Three-point shot, Kulama. his way down low.
Again, you can see Trevon Williams got the matchup he wanted against Taz. Coach Gomez called for some space. Trevon isolated and got the bucket up the glass. Intelligent attack that possession from Portugal.
Yosar, front and back, stays out. Boy, what a chaotic save. How did they pull that off? Great hustle. And Brito gets blocked right at the rim. Brito claiming that the ball hit the rim. I thought it had hit the rim. Watch this again. Right here. No.
Bottom of the backboard.
Under the backboard, that's right.
Again, you like what Portugal's doing offensively. They put the ball into the post to Keita several possessions, 2 times on that last possession right there. They just got to have a little bit more poise in their passing. On this end, we've seen Estonia play with Kuulame pick and roll several possessions here in the early going.
Kuulame gets it to Tass. Rosar, and his pass intercepted by Williams. Brito on the break, and then he loses it. Here's Drell. Ataman sung his praises the other day. Here's Yosar. Got it!
Again, great spacing in transition. The pass to the wing created the 2-on-1. Great pass fake and delivery. Yosar buries it.
Brito rattles in.
And maybe that's what he needs to get it going. Just lost it in transition as he attacked, and there, nice rhythm 3 off ball reversal, answering Yosar at the other end. Again, look at the teamwork and spacing from both teams here. Ball reversal getting to the second side, creating opportunities for each other.
Kuulame bounce pass, and Tass fouled, and for the same reason that foul had been called on Mariah's day, Keita got his hands on him.
And you love to see Kuulame play that pick and roll and hit him with a pocket pass there, on-time delivery, and then Tass attacking the rim, and notice trying to go underneath to put that shot blocker in jail, as they say. Use the rim for protection. That time drawing the foul.
Yeah, throw him behind bars. Incarcerated. Both these teams trying to make it to the round of 16.
And Jeff, here's an interesting matchup with Drell with his length on Lisboa. Now they're switching.
Here's Williams. Gets it to go.
And we see his impact early in the game has been missing with the foul trouble the last 2 games. He single-handedly can change this team and really help their performance.
Yosar down to Tass. Going right at Amarant. Queiroz with the rebound. And Lisboa for 3, and it doesn't go down.
Good offense, though. All the defense was attracted to Keita as he ran to the rim. Williams with a good no-look Lisboa, wide open rhythm three. And we've seen him really heat up from beyond the arc in several games.
Well, it's just a fascinating day of basketball. Teams trying to book their places. And for example, in Group B, Montenegro and Sweden and even Great Britain not completely out of it. All three teams could finish 1-4. In fact, Great Britain's leading Montenegro in the fourth quarter. Who would have thought that could happen? There is the miss. So just a lot of drama. You know, tournament play, crazy things happen, unexpected. I didn't expect you to show up today wearing that shirt, for example. It is up. There's a steal. Nope. And yes, it is. It's a turnover.
You know, earlier in the tournament, we saw the Portugal team run their high pick and roll. And as Keita rolled, he got post position to seal. Then they reversed the ball and put it in the post to him with good spacing. I'd like to see them get back to that attack against this Estonia team.
Traer from the baseline. That's good. He's come out playing well today. He was the player, I think, that Coach Ronaldo took issue with in the press conference for speaking glowingly about squaring off against Kristaps Porzingis.
And one of the small differences between these teams coming in was field goal percentage from 2 points. Estonia was at 48 compared to Portugal 40. Again, these small differences can mean a lot as they match up today.
Drell. Yoasar. Open. Offensive foul.
Konochuk trying to set that screen on the closeout defender. Just got caught moving. You'll see it here. You have that extra step there. He didn't need to do it.
Williams picks it up, out to Keita. He's got a soft shot, but too soft. We've seen him hit the three. Three-pointer for Drell is a little long. Trayvon Williams. Fouled by Traer. That's the fourth team foul.
And again, this is a good development for Portugal. As we said coming in, they were the team that went to the free throw line much less than Estonia in the previous 4 group-based games.
Timeout on the court for Granula and Estonia.
Saame laua kätte, esiteks lahtised pallid, peame ajastama paremini. Me mängivad nii palju üks-ühte kogu aeg, et me ei ole kuradi vaba kuskil kaugel, lahtised pallid saame ja lähme. Entry screen'id 4-ga või 5-ga. Mängime strong'i. Siin peate kõrgel olema, mitte kuskil siin, siis ei jää hiljast sellega. Side screen'id, step up'id, 3 jääb. Siit aitame.
We'll talk about the free throw shooting. Estonia with the 12th best percentage coming in at 72.9% through 4 games. Portugal, number 20 out of 24 teams at 66.7%.
And look at the attempt numbers through the 4 games. Like, to me, the team getting to the free throw line much more. Estonia.
Yeah, almost twice as much. Well, 70 to 42.
Significant difference there in terms of style of play. And you wouldn't think it with big Nemish Keita down there to throw the ball in the post to. But it's again, Estonia is not only a three-point shooting team, they've done a very good job actively attacking the basket.
Lisboa from the wing. Boyso able to get it back. They got it to the big fella, but the double comes. He's able to whip it down low to Candido Sa.
Got to finish. Great job handling the double team there by Keita. Right at the rim. Sa's got to finish in traffic.
He's going stronger. And Terrell steps out of bounds.
Again, if we see that low post double team that came from the baseline, we're going to see the turnover here. Drell standing out of bounds.
What kind of, would you call that a mental mistake?
Just not unawareness. You know, you have to know you're close to the sideline. 1.1 rebound for Keita in his early action here.
Candido, count it. That's what he can do.
He just wanted to step out beyond the arc to get a bucket. Right at the rim in traffic, not his thing. Burying the three.
He's definitely a candidate to go out and knock down some three-pointers.
He is.
Candido. Here's Drell. Powers his way and banks it in. I think, yeah, and when Ataman said he's the one guy he could see playing at the highest level in Europe, you'd have to agree with him. He's got all the ability. He's got to really, his team needs him right now.
The length and skill, 100%.
Amarant. Reste with the rebound. And look at that. We're all knotted at the end of one between Estonia and Portugal in the battle for a spot in the round of 16. 14-14, Estonia and Portugal.
Excellent first quarter of action. Again, you can see the shooting percentages right now favoring Estonia. Portugal working really hard. Both teams doing a very good job controlling their defensive boards. But as we'll see, 6 turnovers early for Estonia compared to 3 for Portugal. Kulamai, again, directing traffic, hits the first bucket of the game, made some excellent passes in pick and roll. Here he penetrates into the paint, they kick it out, getting the open three. Really good offense for Estonia, bringing the crowd to their feet. And on the other end, Trevant Williams, again, we've talked about how much they've missed him the last few games, making his impact early, and that really helps their efficiency.
But yeah, his body was there, Mike, but mentally, I don't think he was there.
The foul trouble.
The foul trouble prevented him from playing how he needs to play. We haven't seen him come out and be as disruptive defensively yet.
Maybe he's trying to pace himself a little bit and will turn it up, trying to go for steals later in the game. Again, he's made an offensive impact for sure. If you're Portugal, you love how this first quarter went.
QR code to get courtside 1891 in your smartphone. You can watch live streaming, video highlights, and keep up with everything in the world of international basketball. Not just video highlights, but extended highlights. We had yesterday off, and I dare say we were on courtside 1891 for the better part of the day.
Enjoying all the games. Beautiful play out of the timeout.
Need to get Konachuk involved.
Great work from Coach Ranula, getting his team an easy bucket to start the quarter.
Maybe a good time for this Estonia team to try to get some separation with Keita out of the game. Oval, turn around, and you'll settle for that all day long if you're Estonia. Risma from the wing. Kulamai. Got it. His second.
Again, really great spacing and ball movement. They track down the long rebound. Drell finds Kulamai at the top, and he buries it. Kulamai stepping up in the early going.
He has a 3, and now that was his 3. The previous shot was a 2.
Reemsma gives the team great defensive effort as we see the skip pass. Kulamai burying.
They've been averaging more than 16 points per game. And obviously one of the real high-level players in this team. Played in Spain, for example. There's Estonia fans coming here in force. Never know, it's a work day. They're working here. Williams. Good hands, Brito. Oh, saves in a balance to Drell. Drell, got it! That was a 2.
Jeff, great hustle from Brito, but again, first saving it inbounds to the other team and then running right by the ball. He just leaves Drell here. Watch, he just leaves him. Drell calmly steps into his shot.
Yeah, he must have been surprised. Oh, well, I'm going to take this shot because Brito thought he had to get out and cover Keita a long way from the basket.
Hey! No! Palavra de ordem, reagir! Reagir! Hey! Dias, vais outra vez para o Daniel. Hey! Vamos jogar 4, mas com um empty corner. 2 contra 2 com Dias. Não há nada, mudamos para o outro lado. A seguir, 4 ao lado. Ei! O defensor mais perto. O defensor mais perto tem que contestar aqui. Seja quem for. Vai, vamos! Bora, vamos!
Reemsma getting the ball down low to Konochuk. He's been one of their better players. But Drell has really come out, other than stepping out of bounds, has actually played pretty well. He's got 4 points, 2 rebounds, and assist. Here's one of his buckets. You're gonna leave me? No problem, I'll take the shot.
Estonia starts the second quarter on a 7-0 run to take quick control. But what's interesting, Jeff, Estonia has 6 turnovers, but they've only allowed 3 points on those turnovers. Portugal has less turnovers, 3, but they've given up 5 off the turnovers here in the early going. Capitalizing on opportunity a little bit better, Estonia.
Lisboa got what they wanted, just missed the shot. Oh, good anticipation by Brito and forcing the turnover.
So we see Henry Drell react emphatically. He clearly knocked the ball out of bounds. Brito deflected it, and then Drell knocked it out of bounds, yet turns to Coach Ranula, hey, challenge it. No.
Save it.
Yes.
You're up 7.
Save it for winning time, the most important part of the game later. But I think players overreact to situations like that far too often.
Yeah, I agree. And it tries to put the pressure on the ref, really. Aeneas Keita has it. He's been quiet. Here he is. And free throws awarded. The foul, Matthias Tass.
But again, Jeff, we see them just directly feeding the post to Keita. And look at Reemsma's going to dig down and crowd.
Oh,
there's
no,
clearly the foul.
Yeah.
But he's crowding the shot and taking away space and making it difficult on him. This was one thing that Portugal did really well earlier in the tournament with the high pick and roll. And then as he rolled to the basket, Keita finished his roll with a seal. And then there was the ball movement to put it in the post, which means it's much more difficult to know where your help is coming from and to crowd that play. So let's see if Coach Gomez goes back to that pick and roll action to establish the post touch.
Keita's having a hard time at the free throw line today. 1 of 4. Yoasar. Queiroz brings it down. Oh, nice pass to the corner. Brito.
Great look there. Exactly what you want.
I think as Rosenthal comes into the game for Estonia and Konac goes out, I think Mario Gomes wants Lisboa to get open so that he can take some threes, because he's their really big threat.
Yeah, if Estonia is going to pressure that post touch and pack the paint, then their post reaction shots will be open. And Lisboa's been their best shooter, but they need to get Brito going. You can see Portugal in a 2-3 zone at this point.
Traer. Big time rebound. Brito to Williams. Back to Keita. And the referee tells Tass to get up, not to flop.
Good touch there from Keita.
Yoasar to Tass. Traer. Oh, shot with the left hand running in.
Great rebound in traffic from Keita.
Here's Lisboa. Whistle blows to foul. They're going to count it.
Great job from Lisboa there, attacking the mismatch. After the pick and roll at the top, Tass got stuck on a switch. You can see they kicked out Kulamai inside, but he tried to foul before the shot. Unfortunately, it was the end one. Here you see the nice touch. Look at the control pivot, fadeaway touch there from Keita. After the 7-0 start for Estonia, Portugal starting to respond.
Kulamai Tass out of the game. Konac back in with Drill. And makes the free throw. You see he was only 50% at the line, but he makes that. Now he's going to not even sit down. He's going to get something straight with his coach. It's like Mario says, you're here because you can shoot it. It's no good if you're not going to get open outside.
Again, the point guard is the extension of the coach on the floor. Really important they're on the same page. I think that's great communication, trying to work out whatever situation they have there.
We're back in the game. Well, steps back for 3, grazes the net.
Again, it's a real skill to be able to create late shot clock shots in a matchup advantage situation, but let's give Keita credit. He really stood his ground well, and he won the battle because he forced Drell one step back, one step further out of his range, and we see the result. The shot is short. Great work there defensively from Neemish Keita, defending in the disadvantaged situation.
Gets some moisture up off the ground. Get closer here. I am absolutely gobsmacked. The Great Britain are going to prevent Montenegro from moving into the round of 16. It looks like that's going to happen. Great Britain winning 87-83.
Would they say their first win since 2013?
Yeah. Incredible. People asking questions, including me, about what they're doing. Here goes Ventura.
Really tough rebounding there from Tria. These undersized Estonian big men have great versatility.
And Kairos, good job defensively. And there is Keita.
Beautiful transition, Jeff. Keita ran right to the rim. They got to the second feeder. Excellent feed from Williams. And again, Keita has that advantage. Here's the ball reversal. Better passing angle. The early post position in transition. So difficult to guard. Great offense for Portugal.
ruumi on, tee üks põrgatus kasvõi, proovi nüüd lükata seda palli edasi. Sina teed jälle täpselt seda, mida ei tohi teha. Lähed kuradi pika alla siia kuradi laua taha. Miks? Võti, rahu.
Let's see. Laurie Markkanen, of course. We have a winner. Congratulations. This night is for you.
Mina Jessile. Jälle, tehke kasvõi see alguses see double dragsid kõrgelt. Okei, Bono on teine. Ei, teen vastupidi. 5 popib, 5 teeb selle 4.
This game is not going how Estonia wanted, and there have been various times in this tournament where we feel like they got the wind in their sails, but they're just not able to get any separation.
Well, they started the game with some turnovers, then they had a nice run to start the second quarter, and now we see some good adjustments from Portugal with their efficiency to include Keita, right? So he's gotten to the free throw line, but come up short. Now he's scoring in the post. Again, the post-touch, post-reaction threes are always there, but this Portugal team will compete. They still have their goals in sight, just like this Estonia squad.
Traer from downtown, right out of the bench, right off the bench rather, out of the timeout.
And how about the concentration with Keita flying at him in a great contest.
Keita in the lane. The shot seems to be just off today. And Ventura with the foul, and then Williams and Drell, a little bit of a collision.
So, Jeff, one of the ways a player can have a cheap shot in basketball is after the first foul is called. After the foul is called, then there's a second contact, and it usually happens deeper in the lane. So there's the first foul, and bam. Just a body check. So, again, these Estonian players take exception for their teammate here. But again, that's, if you're an official, if you're a fan, that's one of the ways you see players take cheap shots at one another. So
you see that as a cheap shot?
I do. I think Williams? From Williams, again, he's trying to establish physicality, but the play is dead at the whistle. So, again, as officials experience, they take a look at it, they've got to be aware. Now, he made it look good. There's no hands on the play, but he clearly gave Drell a physical shoulder that was unnecessary. So I understand Estonia guys stepping right to him, getting in his face, say, hey, none of that. Get that out of here.
But do you think that if it's a cheap shot, that suggests it could be an unsportsmanlike?
And again, it's not reviewed right now, but this should be one of the questions Coach Ranul is like, hey, can we get that? It's unnecessary contact. It's not a basketball play because it's after the whistle.
But he could challenge it.
He could.
But he elects not to. It's 24-21. Traer gets down. Brito knocks it out of bounds.
But from the Portugal side, you see that is an example. This team is here to play. they're here establishing themselves, ready to compete, ready to be physical, give up the body. Again, that's a borderline situation, in my opinion.
Oh, nice give and go. Out the inbounds.
The crafty give and go to the inbounder for the easy bucket. Great play from Estonia.
Back to a 5-point lead for Esti. Oh. And Williams loses it out of bounds. It kind of like somehow the ball ended up being, he had control of it, but it was on his back.
And Jeff, look at the matchup. That's the game rewarding Drell. He cuts him off.
Look at that.
He loses the ball and off Williams on the baseline. So now here's Williams again, getting involved with the referees. First foul. Let's see if he can keep himself on the floor and stay focused on the action rather than reacting to referees' calls. So what the contact in the lane does for Williams, it attracts all the eyes from the officials. Now they're watching him. He's brought the awareness to himself unnecessarily.
Good job, Brito knocking it away. And foul down low on Estonia. By the way, so the reason why that result is important, Montenegro falling to Great Britain, is that now Sweden will finish fourth because they have a superior goal differential in the games between Great Britain, Montenegro, and Sweden. Of course, Sweden could always win their game today against Lithuania for their second win, but even if they finish in a three-way tie, Sweden will finish fourth. And that means they will play the winner of tonight's game between Serbia and Turkey.
What a fantastic story. And they were like really struggling, thinking they're not going to have a chance to advance.
And there is a turnaround jumper from Keita.
But notice how easy it was for him to get middle that time. Had his rhythm and just elevated over everyone for the easy two.
Maybe they'll send a smorgasbord of delights, the Swedes, to Great Britain as a thank you. There is a three from Kulama.
So Estonia can always get those threes if Keita sits in the paint in a drop. Those rescreen threes can be there.
Oh, all they have to do is turn, gets it to Williams instead, and that's more like it. And Williams just needs to suck it up.
What a physical, strong finish. He went right through Drell for two.
Here's Drell, and he's denied, but pushed. Oh, is that on Williams?
Great basket cut, absorbing the contact, going strong off the basket. Again, you see Keita in a drop there on those rescreens. The shots will be open, and again, as we said, the late help down allowed Keita to get middle. He's really stepped up his game here in the second quarter. But now the question for Coach Gomez, do you keep Williams on the floor? He's shown the habit of having two fouls and picking up a third in the last two games. I agree with you. 2 minutes and a half, get him out of the game, then you don't have to worry about it. But right now,
just picked up two fouls
in less than 2 minutes. Right? And when did it happen? Around the time of the unnecessary contact after the fact.
That's right. So the signs were being shown already.
And again, everybody's different. So maybe we have a player that's got a little bit of a, discipline action, like discipline problem. So he's got to be focused on discipline play. But okay, here comes Coach Gomez with a timeout, and let's see if he makes a substitution now. I think it's really important he gets him off the floor.
30-25, Estonia on top of Portugal. As the players go to the bench for the timeout.
They're twins, yeah? Twins? No? Yeah?
faltas agora. Jogar falta. Se a bola entrar no Nemias aqui, no bloco, jogador do meio a cortar, 4 e buscar este homem. E este jogador a mexer, eles atacam o Nemias, bola para fora. Agora, a bola no lado, pessoal, a gente não pode permitir penetrações para o meio, pá.
When you guys try, me is gonna help. So you already go to
Well, crucial 2 minutes here, about to be played in the final, or at the end of the second quarter. And we say crucial because in a game, a do-or-die game, a lot can happen in 2 minutes.
Jeff, it takes me back to Montpellier EuroBasket 2015, where we played Finland in a similar survive and advance game. And we came out on top, and it was a great moment for that was my second year with Poland, our young team. We had several players really step up, and of course Finland has gone on to really establish their program as well. But it's really about who plays well in those moments. As we see, Williams remains on the floor.
Wow.
One stat I want to point out here. At this point, Estonia is out rebounding Portugal 18-12, and that's great because of Kita in the front line for Portugal. But the key is the 16 defensive rebounds. Estonia doing a great job controlling their defensive boards here in the first half.
Williams with the lob, and they're not going to count it. Just a split second too late.
It was a great idea, but clearly the ball in hand before releasing. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, just again, literally a split second too late.
You can see he's plays above the rim by himself in this game. So if they keep him in that dunker spot around the rim, they can get those lobs.
Good rebound. Williams. Right there with the turn, fouled by Yoasar, and that's ordinarily not a good foul, but the way that he's been shooting today, it might end up being a good
Again,
foul.
you see the baseline double coming, and when he turns his back, the blind ball handler, Yoasar, comes to attack and try to play for the steal, this time picking up the foul. But as you say, 1 for 4 here in the early going here, 1 for 4 in the first half from the free throw line. It's a good attempt to be aggressive there from Yoasar.
Keita takes his time and makes the first. Just going back to your rebounding message. So Estonia came in tied with Latvia 21st in rebounding at 32.5 per game. Portugal 7th at 38.3 per game. So it wasn't a horrible foul since he made just 1 or 2.
No, you'll take that every time, but that shows you the attention to detail, the game plan from Estonia to make sure they control those defensive boards.
Risma rather. And Williams fouled by Risma. Well, so far it's paid off, keeping Williams on the court.
Well, I'm sure during the timeout there was also some discussion like, hey, calm down, keep your composure, let's play smart right now. But he's really so vital for their success. You can see the impact, and they play better because he's out there.
to you like Estonia are missing a little energy today?
I mean, it's been a challenging group phase. All these games, highs, lows, big wins, tough losses, physicality.
There's family of the shooter, Williams. Oh, they're not making their free throws today. Just 5 of 11.
Wow.
That's the difference in the game for them, but now they get the turnover. Williams pulls up on the break. Probably one for Ventura. He's a good shooter. Final seconds here in the first half. Estonia lead it by 3. Pass to the corner. Yosar comes in, drives, puts it up right at the end, and a perfect finish. It appears. Don't tell me that Williams is upset about something. First of all, they haven't called a foul on him. They blew the whistle. That's what he's upset about. Look at this. Yep, he got it off. So one team did score right at the end. The other one did not. Williams gets it up, and it's short. 20 minutes in the books. 32-27, Estonia on top of Portugal at halftime.
Again, take a look at the shooting numbers. Portugal 2 for 11 from 3. Estonia's 3-point shots helping them tremendously, but the 5 for 11 from the free throw line, a negative for Portugal. The outstanding 21-14 rebound advantage for Estonia is one thing, but the 10 turnovers is something that they'll have to take a look at here in the second half. Very competitive first half. Both teams will go into the locker room, make some adjustments, and lay it all on the line.
They're the key players. 8 points apiece. 3 rebounds for Keita, 2 for Kuleman, and 2 assists for the Estonian. Keita needs to play better for Portugal to win this game.
Let's say more efficient. And that was the key play to start the second quarter. They got the easy 2. Great work from Coach Ranula. Draws up the little screen for Konotchuk in the post. He gets the lay-in. That sparked a 7-0 run. And then Drell skipping it to Kulemai. Again, great leadership from Kulemai. Christian burying the 3. And again, Drell also responding with the long 2 when Brito left coverage of the ball. How about that happen? Again, big focal point for the Estonia defense is Keita. You see, they did a great job in the second quarter in transition when he had the post position and matchup advantage. The game came easier for Portugal. And Tria, the 5-man, here's this beautiful little give and go on the end line. Estonia always has that opportunity in the offense to get a shot for their 5-man on the 3-point line when Keith is low, or in the re-screen pick-and-roll situation. We'll see if they take advantage of that in the second half. Here it is right here. See, no coverage from the big, Kulemai burying the 3.
Mike, I don't think either team has played nearly as well as they would have wanted to at this stage. And this thing is wide open right now.
I think both coaches are looking at their game plan to say we did some things well, we got to clean up some things, but again, we're just building for a fantastic finish. Now let's see who can be the first team to start strong in this third quarter.
32-27, Estonia on top.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
That's a beautiful move from Thanasis. The spin to the reverse is nice. Nurkic looks back door. Atic. Reverse, baby. Rewind reverse. Oh, Shengelia. Turns the corner, rises up nice and high and punches it home with his left hand.
Now finding the big back, bumping, twisting, going in, and the follow-up. Well, Big Gershon goes in and throws it down.
Behind the back, Puerto, the Eurostep, Niang, the rejection. This is European basketball at its finest.
Nice backdoor play, Hermanson, bit of acrobatic. Oh my Lord. Well, didn't know he had it in him.
Incredible move. An exquisite finish.
Wachinski.
Wow.
Yabusele may have got a hand to it.
May, he knocked that one out.
The tip is up, and it will be Poland with first play. There's the first alley-oop, and what a way to begin. Panicka finding big man Balcerowski.
Oh, there you have it. A big answer.
Nice hands from Antetokounmpo. Dorsey to the rim. Oh, wow! Nurkic safely disposes of the play. Roberson.
Oh, Olejniczak goes in, throws it down with a thunder dunk. Now a timeout's going to be called by Freddie Patsu. Dominic Olejniczak had all the time and space in the world. Didn't realize how wide open he was. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Keita, the leading scorer for Portugal, 8 points at halftime, but that could be double digits already. He's missed 4 free throws, and in the big games, especially for the big players, you got to play big. You got to play your best. And Keita, I think certainly when we remember how well he played in this tournament up to this, especially on opening night against Czechia, we know that he can do so much more.
Well, Estonia's prioritized him in the defensive game plan. They're doubling the post. They're crowding him with digging on those post touches. So they're making his life difficult. But when Portugal's gotten him out in transition, early post position, maybe he has a matchup advantage, they've created some easy opportunities for him. But again, it's all about finding ways to get him those easy post touches and him making the game efficient, finishing above the rim and then making the free throws. That'll be the key for Nemish in the second half.
Casper Traer, meanwhile, coming out off the bench. Being active.
But you can see, as a five-man, he's able to stretch the defense. And while Keita is used to blocking shots in the paint, now they're stretching out the coverage and he's open. You see the pick and pop action, buries it. The shooting from the front court of Estonia is a weapon.
That was a great shot, getting it over Keita. Points, 3 of 7 from the floor. You can see he's been a threat from deep. I think this game is here to be won by Portugal if they want it. within their reach if they can really lock down. This Estonian crowd, like you said, is looking for a reason to get noisy, to get loud. So far, they have not had that opportunity. Estonia up by 5 points at halftime. Really maybe a tad fortunate that Portugal have missed a lot of free throws.
Well, that's an area that they can clean up right away.
Well, how bad do you want it, Estonia? How bad do you want it? Portugal, the winner, advances. The loser goes home. Scan in the QR code and you'll get the FIBA EuroBasket app. Everybody likes these things for their own reasons, but I use it for multiple reasons, including looking at the press conferences and definitely for the results and scheduling.
Evaluating yourself in press conference, scouting other teams.
I was watching Spain press conference against Italy today. That was quite interesting, as well as Slovenia's press conference yesterday after their narrow win over Iceland.
Getting a head start with some information about these teams that will be arriving in Riga.
Well,
players,
and
coaches.
also just out of pure interest. Second half underway here in the Arena Riga. Portugal trailing 32-27 against Estonia. They've got the ball first with Brito, Williams, Ventura, Queiroz, and Keita on the court, and they have turned it over here at the start.
I think he was called for a traveling violation.
Diego Brito with the travel. Konoshuk gets it, goes up strong and finishes with the left hand.
Again, we've seen the first possession of the second quarter and the second half result in easy layups. That's great game planning from Coach Ranula. Out of those timeouts, getting easy buckets for his team.
There's a foul on Yoasar.
Here's the ball back, and as we set the back screen, Konocha cuts to the rim. Excellent work.
Williams missing it from deep. Williams 3 of 6 inside the arc, but he hasn't made anything from long range. He's 0 of 3. Good defense. Williams almost came up with a steal. Yoasar from up high. Got it!
Again, the 5-out spacing helping create open looks for Estonia, valuing shooting from all 5 spots.
Biggest lead of the game, Mike. 10 points for Estonia.
You can see they're trying to find who's open, but there's Keita at the nail, defensively, not out contesting. They can always get that shot unless they change their coverage into switching. But Keita, so valuable in the paint.
Nice play. Oh, and Queiroz comes in, misses, and then does the smart thing when he gets it back and hands it off to Nemias Keita.
Queiroz really doing a lot of making a lot of team plays.
3-point shot. Rayeste off target, but Yoasar brings it down for a new shot clock. Kulame, that's off. Rayeste chases it down. Konochuk drives in and misses. And Williams almost turning it over. And here is the foul on Estonia as they try to keep the basketball out of the hands of Neemias Keita.
And Yosar was tangled up with Keita on both ends of the floor. Again, you can see him locking arms there. Again, Yosar holding him, Keita holding him back. And then they get tangled up on this end of the floor as well before Tas can recover and kick him out.
3 fouls on Yosar.
And he just came up with a great offensive board. He's been active, attacking the rim, bringing great effort to this Estonia team. Portugal needs to respond right now.
Three-pointer from the corner. Good job, Queiroz with the rebound. And fouled as he goes back up with it by Tas.
Great effort in traffic. 3 Estonian players around him. He comes up with the ball and then draws the foul. Now let's see if they can convert from the free throw line.
The effort by Queiroz on this play was outstanding. And yeah, he got hacked by Drell, in fact.
I mean, that's a captain for you right there. Great job. But only 5 for 11 in the first half. They need to convert at the free throw line.
That Portugal fan's gotten her time in the sun. Queiroz has 4 points.
7 of the team's 17 rebounds. He's putting in great effort today.
He's the captain. Back to a 6-point game. Remember, Portugal trailed by 10. Kononchuk. And this is the guy that can really change things. He gets it down low, and Queiroz makes it, and one.
And this is really good teamwork here. With the high pick and roll, Queiroz is in the dunker spot opposite. He works in the short action, going block to block. Great pass from Lisboa.
Terrific play by Queiroz.
Everyone is so focused on the rolling big man Keita and the really smart baseline cut from Queiroz.
And it's going to be a push on Estonia. Neemias Keita kind of boxed out of bounds. So Portugal going to maintain possession. Off the missed free throw. Oh, yeah. No, it was because they were locked up. He's getting locked up with everybody.
He's got those big, long, athletic arms. He's got the size advantage. You know, what you want from your team in that situation is to pinch with both block-out defenders against the big rebounder. Tas on the bottom, and in this case, Raiesti, when he was at the top.
Estonia already over the limit.
I mean, that's a really interesting twist of fate because it was Estonia who was shooting more free throws than Portugal coming in. The way the game's going, Portugal giving great effort and really working hard, drawing these fouls.
7-0 run right now. And you can make it 8-0 run for Portugal.
And we talk about being more efficient this half. 2 for 2 from the free throw line and 3 for 4 from Queiroz. So 2 for 2 from Keita, 3 for 4 from Queiroz.
Drell got his man off his feet, and he drives in, and then Portugal recover defensively. And they've got it. They got a chance to tie it. Estonia just have these spells where they spiral downward. Here's Lisboa. He gets up a 3. In and out. Well, that would have given him the lead. Now Kulama up ahead to Drell and fouled by Lisboa.
Kulamai and Drell have a really good connection. You can see him looking for him, leaking out. Now on this drive, great shot fake, but try to get under the rim. You know you have the big shot blocker like we saw Tas put him in jail earlier.
Yeah, he needed to make that a reverse for the extra protection. Traer on the baseline. Estonia really struggling to score. Lisboa, a little floater.
Lisboa wants the foul, but the shot was blocked. The contact came well after the release. Unfortunate for Estonia, they couldn't gather that loose ball in the lane. Now here's an interesting time as they take Kulamai to the bench. Riesma in at the point. They need to rest Kulamai.
Vito gets it in bounds. Three-point shot. Now the long rebound by Williams. And in it goes. Keita going back to the line. He can tie it.
See, the crowd is into it now as Keita had some words for him, but again, this is just solid defense. You want to engage the big man early on the roll. If you wait too late, he has the size advantage and he'll hammer a dunk at the rim. So he engaged Keita early. Watch, on the catch. He's straight up engaging him early, giving up his body. It's a foul. But he's doing what he's coached to do. Keita took advantage. He took exception to that physicality. But give credit to Estonia. That's fundamental physical basketball. And the difference here between Williams and the first half is that's the first whistle. That's the foul. It's not a physical contact after the whistle.
Traer goes out. Konuchuk comes in. 4 fouls on Traer. And now Traer feels like he's been insulted. So he is out of the game.
So here's a factor. We've got double technicals. Traer, the leading scorer at halftime for Estonia. Again, the double technicals not affecting Portugal
Keita
as much.
Wow.
Keita with his second personal able to play. But again, no Kulamai on the floor right now. Let's see how they maintain their attack.
Drill takes it down. So the offsetting technicals means each player gets a foul, and that's why Traer has gone to the bench in foul trouble, big time. He went from 2 fouls to 4 fouls in the blink of an eye. An offensive foul, Queiroz pushing off on Drell. Now Portugal have gotten the Estonia. Oh, was it? Okay. Now,
go ahead.
I was just going to say Estonia fans are in it now.
And Queiroz really working hard for position. You see his effort in this third quarter. 3 seconds.
Nice bounce pass. Traveling. And that's because of the presence of Neemias Keita.
And here's the difference, Jeff. When Tas is in the game on these screening situations, he's rolling to the rim. When you had Traer in the game, he would be hanging around the perimeter, and that puts extra pressure on the rotation of Keita. Now it's going to be more challenging for Tas to find a way to finish with a shot blocker in the lane. Again, the fourth foul, really a critical development here for Tria with the Estonian team.
Portugal can take the lead with a bucket. Teros beats it back to Keita, and Portugal taking the lead. And now Neemias Keita has been teed up for his loss of composure. A little bit of trash talking, and he is gone. He is out of the game. Unbelievable. What a turn of events. A shocking development for Portugal. I don't think Neemias Keita realized the danger that he was in, that he could get it technical, and that would lead him out of the game. What a shocking development.
And again, if we see it, he finishes through contact, and this is just emotional. He's screaming, yelling, and one, but he steps to the ball as the Estonian player is inbounding, and officials said, hey, that's stepping over the line.
If he had taken one less step, he might have got away with it. But he was right up against him, and now he has to exit the arena. And what is incredibly frustrating for Portugal, but what do you expect?
That's game-changing. There is no replacement for Keita and his
one of a kind.
His responsibility, his play, his production.
And he was playing well.
Team. Yeah,
he was coming into his own.
And here we are, 38-38. And Keita is disqualified with almost a quarter and a half to play.
And now the rim protection is gone. And there, well, I say rim protection, and then Helval comes out and bats it out of bounds. But Portugal, unfortunately, can't be upset with anybody but themselves, but look at that. Kulamai inbounds the ball off of Helval and then goes up and in.
The old butt pass. Great play, alert. Christian Kulamai.
Brito. And Mike, the disappointing thing about Neemias Keita going out like that, he hasn't been that type of player all tournament long.
Again, it was just the enthusiasm, and he just took it too far. Like you said, not realizing he already had the double technical.
Three-pointer, good! Kulamai! And Estonia looking like they are going to take advantage of the ejection.
So again, I love Coach Ranula putting Kulamai back into the game, and we see Drell and Kulamai connection again. Corner three, timeout Portugal.
So Portugal going to talk about it. We'll go down to their bench.
Só estamos a jogar bloqueios de bola, pá. Temos que variar os ataques. Jogar 4 ao lado agora. Tá bem? Tá bem, and everybody, don't leave the shooter. Não deixar os lançadores. Then we are playing, guys, we don't need help. Okay, hey. 5 points. 5 points, 13 minutes. Let's start.
So again, here's the play that has completely changed this game. And I'm guessing that Portugal will be like, yeah, but considering everything, is it really worth calling it technical? And I guess the referee just looks at it and thinks, we got to call this because you got to manage the game.
You have to manage the game. Emotions really picking up, but that's a really strong decision, and it's an impactful decision. But most importantly on the floor right now, so far, Estonia 7 for 19 from 3 for 37%, and Portugal 2 for 16 for 13.
Brito comes out, misses. foul called on Kulama. Portugal could still win this. Make no mistake. I mean, they played some good basketball with Neemias Keita off the court against Serbia, for example.
And Coach Heiko Radula just picked up a technical foul.
And that's very poor from him.
Well, you can tell there's a lot of emotions on the line right now.
And Portugal just having a nightmare of nightmares at the free throw line, shooting in the 50s, 10 of 19. Got to stress how loud it is in this place. My watch keeps going off and telling me it's too loud. Wow, another miss. And that, perhaps more than anything, is why they're trailing. They've missed 10 free throws. Here's the pass. Counter choke!
Again, they put the ball in the post to Drell, and then the basket cutting. There's no shot blocking, no presence in the paint without Keita there. Great attack from Estonia.
Nice play. Val goes in for the dunk. There's your big fella. Great pass from Williams.
Well, Val with a block and a big slam. He's raising his game when his team needs him.
Drell just grazes the net. Fascinating. You perceive the loss as a weakness of Keita, and then they go to Helval.
But look at the difference here. He's late. He's late. He wasn't there early to engage on the physical contact, and he got hung on the rim. This is the coaching point while you send Tria over physically early that Keita responded to and had the double technical that set up the ejection when he responded.
Gamero comes in, Lisboa out. Gamero, another player that can hurt you from deep. And he always comes in the second half. Have you noticed that late in the game? He doesn't get in the first half. He's not a first half kind of guy.
He's like a relief pitcher. So let's say he's a relief guard.
A closer. Look at this. They get the pass on to Brito. And probably should have had the layup. Girl goes down trying to get an unsportsmanlike, but Gamero whistled for the foul. USR coming back in. Feels like that little exchange as Terrell goes out, again, they're not getting the most out of him.
Well, everything going on, it's only a 4-point game.
Kulama pulls up, and Helval with the rebound. This should certainly have people down in the Iberian Peninsula, especially in Portugal, wide awake about the possibilities of that team moving in. Here's Williams, gets inside, puts up a high shot over. Tass.
That's a tough finish, great touch, and a big basket.
USR steps out of bounds, which is just the most unlikeliest of stories. Hermit's checking in. He's been really good for this team.
Here's this finish from Williams, using his physicality. Look at that touch, a contested shot.
Mike, can you believe they can tie it or take the lead on this possession?
Again, you know,
what kind of world are we living in?
Estonia's had some opportunities, but they have not been able to create the separation, and that's got to be really concerning for them. There's still a whole quarter to play.
This Portugal team showing incredible toughness mentally right now, having lost Neemias Keita. Here's Williams. Gets it up, and Helval with the rebound. Brings it back out. Entry pass. Queiroz turns, gets it up, and scores with the left hand. Nice English.
Yeah, showing great rebounding effort. Back to the basket, low post scoring, getting to the free throw line. Queiroz stepping up for Portugal here in the second half.
Kulamai with the push. Gamero doing the job, getting the charge. With the offensive foul. And Estonia really fighting themselves right now. Oh no, it was Hermit that was called for the trip. He's been tremendous today. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He's missed some free throws, but other than that, you can't have any complaints at all from the play of the captain, Queiroz.
Captain Queiroz.
Best game of the tournament.
Big responsibility right now for Portugal. But you see this team is focused. They're trying to prove, hey, we're not just a one-man team.
Lisboa back in the game, gets up a little floater. Portugal taking the lead.
2 points.
Excellent skill at extension there from Lisboa on the runner in the lane.
Estonia fans getting nervous. You feel it, the tension. They need to win to get to the round of 16. Otherwise, Portugal are going to make it for the first time ever. Williams guarding Konuchuk, tough. Hermit for 3. And Portugal's defense strong, but not getting the rebound. 7.8 seconds left. Cesar Ramos, the former national team forward, now an assistant coach, up, barking orders on defense.
Now, is Queiroz drying off that ball, or is he making it more wet?
I think he's going to do a magic trick. Look. Now you see it?
Now you don't. There it is.
Or now you don't see it, now you do. .8 seconds for Estonia to get a bucket. Kulamai for 3. And it bounces over. And good alert play by Williams to take the ball out of the hands of Hermit. And it just feels right now like Estonia a little bit wobbly mentally. Portugal playing with a great sense of urgency and confidence. They lead at 47-45. 10 minutes remaining.
And you, again, take a look at these numbers. The poor free throw shooting for Portugal, 2 for 17, 12% from 3, yet they're still in the game. 13 turnovers for Estonia is a key number. 28 to 14 points in the paint for Portugal. But right now, Jeff, throw those numbers out the window. It's 10 minutes. Who can win the most possessions? And I'm really impressed with the resiliency of this Portugal team. All the adversity they're facing today, and they're still right here with a 2-point lead.
They could have gone off the boil when Keita picked up the second technical and had to leave, but they seem to have pulled together. The play with Helval, the dunk, really kind of symbolized their effort. That was the one that got him ejected.
Hey, Jeff, the more time that goes by with Estonia trailing or unable to create separation, the more the pressure of expectation will rise for them. This Portugal underdog team, shorthanded now, is in very good position.
Scan in the QR code to get courtside 1891. Get it in your smartphone and you can watch live streams, extended highlights, and keep up with everything international basketball. Trail back into the game. He's got the ball and then he loses it.
Williams with fantastic hands right when they need him most.
Three-pointer for Lisboa. Got it! And the lead is 5.
They're now 3 for 18 for the game, but all that matters is that big one right there from Lisboa. Big shot for the point guard.
Pass interested in the 3, but Kulamai will put one up and get it right back.
Great leadership, stepping up, making the big 3. Christian Kulamai ready to respond.
Williams. Feels like you're gonna, if you want that 3, the more natural three-point shooter would be Lisboa. Here is Konuchuk. Williams continuing to contribute. Now 6 rebounds and 4 assists to go with his 9 points. Lisboa bounce pass, Gamero, he can shoot it, he does!
Here's your relief guard. Coming off the bench in the second half. Making a play from the bullpen, making a play.
The closer. Drill fouled by Gamero.
Really great look. Again, you can see good delivery outside the strike zone. Nice and low, Lisboa. On time. Konuchuk a little late on the contest and closeout. Gamero, 5-point lead for Portugal. Who would have thought without Keita, Portugal would be up 5? Now you see they're in a 2-3 zone from the sideline here.
Nice pump fake. Strayer takes it in and gets to the line.
Portugal trying to change defenses, comes out in the zone. Drell with the good pass to the elbow. Again, Tria using his shot fake, attacking the rim, draws a foul from Williams.
Big story today, Great Britain winning against Montenegro by 6, which puts Sweden into the round of 16. And now Portugal threatening to create another shock. Really, Estonia effectively with home court advantage. Neighboring countries sending thousands and thousands of fans to every game. Still some work to do.
This is why we love EuroBasket. The competition, the matchups, and the storylines.
Lisboa, they don't want to leave him open. Instead, he goes in and misses one he should have made. You definitely don't want him putting up open 3s. Oh, just has to be careful. Here's Drell. Our shot clock winding down. Gets it up. He makes it! Tie game!
Big shot from Joasar. Again, you love his competitive spirit.
Ventura. Got it! The Portuguese getting hot in this fourth quarter.
Maybe the poor shooting percentage throughout the game caused Portugal to relax a little bit. They got to pick up that ball pressure and coverage at the three-point line.
And there is Drell missing with the drive. Portugal now get the ball back up by 3. Ventura, the third Portuguese player, I think, knocked down to 3 in that backcourt from this in this fourth quarter. Really, you know, Estonia can be considered themselves fortunate that Portugal missed 10 free throws today. This would really not look good for them. Not going as deep into his rotation today as he has previously is Gomes, the Portugal coach. He's got Helval in now for the big minutes in that low post. Shot clock down to 7. Helval sets the pick. He's going to roll. Here's Williams. He doesn't make it. Well, that would have been really big.
Good coverage there on the Spain pick and roll from Estonia, that possession.
Rice was asking for it. He gets it late. Back to Drill. And Drill has it knocked away by Helval. And the ball knocked into the hands of Queiroz. Rice fouled by Lisboa.
So again, Jeff, Drell, one of the key players he needs the production from. That's his 5th turnover of the game. Just not strong enough as he went into the paint with the physicality. Their team has 15 turnovers and Drell has 5. Coach Ranola giving him a pep talk like, hey, we need you to step your game up, play strong. You've got to take care of the ball. Especially, Jeff, we're 27 seconds from winning time.
Game was blown by. The big development midway through the third quarter. The expulsion of Demias Keita for a little bit too much exuberance after a made bucket. At which point you just kind of think this Portugal team's going to unravel. But they didn't. They held it together. So great poise, concentration. It almost seemed to galvanize them as a team. They pulled together. Now they lead by 3 with a chance to go up even more. There's a drive and Williams gets it up. The left-handed shot is good. It's back to a 5-point lead.
Really strong to the basket.
USR back in the game. They get it to Riaste from the left corner. He misses, but it goes to Traer. And he goes up. And Williams didn't go and try to block it. Just had good position. Oh, another huge chance. Helval catches it. Portugal running their offense, looking like they're getting better opportunities. Lisboa drives in, another bucket, and the lead is 7.
So there's the problem for Estonia. You think, hey, they're small, let's switch to pick and rolls, but now you've got Tass get isolated against Lisboa, and it's a direct line drive to the rim. I'm sorry, that's Tria. So 2 plays in a row, they've isolated Tria with Lisboa and Williams. Let's see what adjustments Coach Ranula does, because it's a critical time of the game. Down 7 with 4:39 to play. Defensive adjustments are key, but also the type of shots you're creating on the offensive end.
Biggest scoring run, 11-0 Portugal. Right now, the biggest development is the 7-point lead in winning time, 4:39 remaining. And showing signs, Estonia, of that same struggle that they had against Latvia when they went, remember both teams struggled to score in that fourth quarter. But also the efficiency in that Portugal offense. They're doing what they want to do right now.
It has picked up. Notice they have the two small guards, Lisboa and Gambaro, out there as compared to Brito, the bigger wing. The ball handling and playmaking has loosened up some opportunities from three. Again, they're playing more together rather than trying to force the ball into Keita. All of these factors coming together to help them make a little run. Now for Estonia, you put your best players out here on the floor.
Points tracker, Kulama.
Riesti.
What do they want with 4.5 minutes remaining? Kulama brings it back out. Riesti drifts in, that was short. And it's Testa gets it, then Yoasar gets it, and then he is fouled in the lane. And Riesti in a great spot, but just left it short.
And this was great offensive rebounding from Estonia. These guys really crashing the boards here. Riesti left the shot short, but then the multiple efforts creating another possession. Josar showing his athleticism on that rebound.
Konachuk hasn't really been a factor today. Riesti, good hands. Williams reaches in, and it goes off of Riesti.
And again, we talked about Williams being an excellent defensive player. He takes this downhill drive. Again, he pulls the chair on him, searched out the contact. Watch him lean back, yet still get his hand on the ball. Outstanding defensive play from Williams. His value to this team has meant so much. You see the difference he's made just being out here in their play. They've missed him with the foul trouble the last couple games.
He's played a team high 33 minutes today.
And that's been the single biggest difference in Portugal today versus the last 2 days.
Feels like Estonia, if they could get a turnover or two to get easy buckets, that's their best way to get back into it right now. Portugal just being very methodical about how taking time off the clock, running their offense, getting it to the shooter. Lisboa Riesti gets the rebound.
But Jeff, that's too easy. You're switching guard to guard pick and roll. You got to beat screens off the ball.
Konachuk for three. Got it! Took it with confidence.
Again, Estonia never out of the game with their three-point shooting ability, but this is the end. They've got to get it done. What's interesting is how they will guard the pick and roll with their bigs.
Estonia 10-27 from three-point range, and 2 free throws awarded on the foul. Ventura going to the line.
So as you see here, Tas was pinned up against Relval, expecting the pin and under coverage. And it looked like Kulamai was trying to direct the ball. Here as we see the penetrating kick three. But they seemed to have a miscommunication with the pick and roll coverage, with Kulamai trying to force the ball, keep it on the sideline, and Tas bodying up the screener, opening up the direct line drive to the rim. Lisboa capitalizing.
Well, first free throw attempts of the day coming for Ventura, who has been shooting. Double check to see where he's been. So his free throw shooting, he's only taken 3 free throws in the tournament, 2 of 3 from the line. Portugal fans hoping, praying, thinking about the possibilities that somehow, some way they can get a win today in front of this partisan crowd of Estonia fans. Makes the first. Camara, what a huge three-pointer that was that he hit. There's Ventura again. Oh, only makes 1 of 2. 5-point game. If Estonia knocked down a 3, it's just a 2-point game. Eurostar back to Tass. Kulama for 3. Helval with the rebound. 3rd rebound for Helval, and there's Ventura missing a quick shot, but Helval gets it back. Three-pointer shot for Williams, in and out. And Konachuk almost knocked it into the hands of Portugal. 2.5 minutes remaining. He's going to pull up on the break. Yes! Number 34 does it again! Konachuk!
A lot of self-confidence, a lot of belief, and
he's got 14.
Pays him back with a 3.
Well, suddenly the crowd back into it. Deafening noise in the Arena Riga. Lisboa jacks up a 3, goes down looking for a call. He doesn't get it. Drell has it. Tries to stay away from Williams, who's tormented him. Eurostar fouled by Lisboa. That is the 4th team foul, so no free throws. Well, sometimes guys just have to step up, and it's been Konachuk who's knocked down the 3s here lately. Konachuk has only attempted one other one and missed it. Lisboa 3 fouls. A spot in the round of 16 on the line, something neither of these teams have reached before at the FIBA EuroBasket. Konachuk again. Yes! He has caught fire in the 4th quarter. Arthur Konachuk. And against all odds, Estonia were reeling. And here they are, reclaiming the lead.
Outstanding game planning. Konachuk hits 2 threes. We say they're never out of the game because of their 3-point shooting. They change the angle of the screen with Konachuk. He picks and pops and buries the 3rd consecutive 3 to single-handedly lead this comeback here in crunch time, winning time, Jeff.
But now, think about the psychology, the mental, the doubt that creeps into your mind, and maybe the confidence now seeping away from Portugal and returning to Estonia.
Well, Portugal just made the run. They made 3 3-pointers to start the quarter. Here it is. They changed the angle. He pops into space, and now he's hot. Change the angle, pop, rhythm 3. Great work, great play calling, and great shooting. But Portugal hits 3 threes to change the momentum to start the quarter, and Konachuk single-handedly responds with 3 threes of his own, burying them. Now defensive matchups are key.
And it's fascinating, you know, he came in having hit some 3s. He had hit 4, but just 4 of 15, and he has made 3 of 3 in the 4th quarter. And sometimes, folks, you can't figure it out.
Well, he stepped up with confidence. You know, he rose to the occasion. And once he saw one go down, the one in transition, you could tell he was like, hey, I'm going to knock this down. When that went down, he's hot.
So Portugal coming out of a timeout.
Let's see if they target a matchup here with Tass against one of their guards out of a pick and roll. Here it comes.
Williams. Tass goes down looking to get a foul. They get it to Ventura for three. Yosar, great athleticism, goes up for the rebound. Kulamau gets it back to Konachuk. And he scores, trailing. Now quickly Portugal go. Williams dives into the lane and loses it. He tries to get it back. He does. He knocks it in the hands of Lisboa. Excellent work defensively by Williams, who offensively was a little bit out of control. Lisboa from downtown. You can't make it up. He has tied the game. A long three-pointer. Wow.
Jeff, what action end to end. You see Lisboa extended range. Jonas on right at the three-point line says, Coach, I got him. I got him, Coach. Lisboa, watch this. Three, tie game. But again,
that one from Lisbon.
Wow. The point for Estonia, you grab the defensive rebound. You've got to be strong and secure it. Drell's sixth turnover of the game. Again, you have the ball. You've got to be strong. There's no way that ball's getting out of there. Credit to Williams. Again, great hands knocking it away.
Estonia 64 points. Their average 71.8. So Portugal done a decent job. Could end up right near their average, but just when Estonia thought they were in the ascendancy, Lisboa pulls his team back. 11 points in the fourth quarter by Konachuk, but look at that. I mean, that's just, you got to tip your hat. Steph Curry's applauding that one.
Great self-confidence.
11-4 in the last 2:42 for Estonia. You can see, but the last shot may be the biggest one because it restores the confidence of Portugal. And you can look at Labio enjoying this. Look at Lomas enjoying what he's watching. First in the round of 16 at stake, and there's Konachuk. He called it, but he was fouled by Lisboa. So free throws coming now for Konachuk.
So again, Konachuk the hot hand, coming out of the timeout. They run the pick and roll, draw the switch. Konachuk has the size advantage on Lisboa, and you can see, caught him on the arm here. Hands all over him, grabbed that shoulder.
Check your heartbeat.
Now take a look here at the free throw line. Williams talking.
Pulsating finish to this all-important game on the most important day. Estonia's fans trying to bring their team home. Konachuk, 12 points in the fourth quarter.
Team is 7 for 8 from the line. And 88% efficiency compared to 12 for 23 for Portugal.
Konachuk now with a game-high 20. They'll be playing in Bursa in Turkey this coming season, having moved from Oldenburg, Germany. And only makes 1 of 2. Williams goes up. Oh. And now Portugal. Ventura hands it back off to Lisboa, who I think is who you want putting these up. Voitso in the game as well. Here's Lisboa, shot clock winding down. He puts it on the deck, he gets in, he puts it up. He misses the layup, but Queiroz is there. And whoa! And Traer has committed the foul. So Lisboa will go to the line with a chance to put his team in front.
Lisboa has attacked Traer one-on-one.
He has not been automatic in this competition, but he does calmly sink the first. He makes this. It's Portugal back in front. Lisboa came into this game having hit 2 of 4 free throws. So he makes the first. Candido Sá getting ready to check back in when possible. If he makes this, Portugal in the lead. He makes it! Portugal back in front! 22.1 seconds remain. Clutch shooting from Lisboa, who hit that incredible three-pointer as well.
And Jeff, Sá subs in for Lisboa, so they're a little bit bigger, and that's been the matchup they've been attacking. Let's see where Estonia turns now.
Final 20 seconds, final 15 seconds now. Buckle them up, folks. This is going to be a crazy finish. Kulama has it. He gets all the way in. Oh, great defense from Queiroz. Queiroz comes up with the defensive play of the game. On the drive, look at this, the captain reaches in, prevents the shot.
And Jeff, it looked like Kulama just lost control of the ball. He seemed to have the advantage. He beat him shoulder to shoulder, had leverage, and just seemed to bobble the ball.
And with 4.7 seconds remaining, Portugal has possession and are shooting free throws.
Now, in this timeout, be prepared. You have the free throws. It looks like they're setting up a full court play. You know, the other option you have is the timeout after the free throw, but he wants to make sure he gets his play drawn up and they know what they're doing in case it's a miss in a live ball situation.
So effectively, Mike, if he makes the free throws,
it's a full court inbound play. If he misses it, it's a live ball situation. 4.7 seconds is plenty of time to get up the court and even get to the rim. But let's see. And again, remember, Estonia has the three-point shooting to really space the floor and spread out. The big key here for Estonia is free throw, block out, defensive rebounding to control the ball first. And let's understand time score situations. If he makes 2, you need the 3.
Yeah, if he makes 2, you don't let him shoot a 3. You foul him midcourt.
From Portugal's standpoint. Yeah. And that's the difference of a sideline inbound. When you advance it, you have a better chance to get a direct catch and shoot off as compared to the full court end line inbound. Now you've got to advance the ball, and there's more opportunity for the defense to take that smart foul.
Clutch shooting from the player of the game, Lisboa, rescuing Portugal. Would you be tempted to miss this one? I guess with 4.7 seconds.
I think you make it and just take the points.
He does make it, so they need a 3. Now will Portugal commit the foul? Kulama has it. He pulls up, and that is it! And Portugal have done it! Portugal has shocked Estonia, coming from behind, despite the loss of Neemias Queta. They have done it! They came here to get to the round of 16, and when it seemed like it might not be their day, the loss of their superstar center, they have come back to win. 68-65 over Estonia to send thousands home, back to Tallinn disappointed.
Jeff, what a great moment for Portugal basketball. The arena here is stunned. Kulama with a good look, got it off in time, just didn't find the bottom of the basket. Great effort from both teams, and it just goes to show you, in these survive and advance games, anything can happen. And a credit to the resiliency of this Portugal team. Coach Gomes, really fantastic for Portugal basketball.
Well, this has to be the full range of emotions for these teams. Portugal fully understanding the disappointment for Kullamäe. And you can't just put it on him. I mean, it's Konachuk could not have done any more for his team. He was unbelievable in the fourth quarter. And it's just disappointment. And this is basketball, folks. And look at this, a testament to this team's ability to lock in and deal with the adversity when a lot of teams would not have been able to.
So, Jeff, Coach Gomez's philosophy, every game's like a melon. What about today?
This is like some kind of special watermelon. It was delicious.
Fantastic. Great effort from both teams. Again, the 17 turnovers for Estonia key. They shot the ball better for the majority of the game.
It felt like Estonia made the plays late that they needed to make to win. That's why it feels so bizarre at the end. Konachuk with the 20 points, but unfortunately for Kullamäe, who had the 17 on that final drive, he wasn't able to get to the basket for the go-ahead bucket.
They had their opportunities, and in the game, let's say Portugal was a little bit more efficient in finishing those plays in winning time. Great celebration for Portugal. 2 upsets to start EuroBasket.
This means they will face Germany in the round of 16. And looking back at these highlights, I guess who I sort of feel bad for most are the Estonian fans who come here and offer and turn this basically into a home court advantage for all 5 games, perhaps with the exception of the game against Latvia, and aren't able to see their team advance to the round of 16.
That's where it started. Here's the next one.
The thing about Estonia, Mike, they were never convincing, really, in this tournament.
Well, they showed flashes. They played great team basketball. Remember, they're missing some key players too. Mike Kotsar, a big man, high-level player.
They lost Sensaner Vane to injury.
Yeah, I mean, so they had their share of adversity as well. But to their credit, they competed. But again, Portugal had a chance, and they capitalized on it.
I say they're going to play Germany. In fact, Finland, if they win their game today, they would finish first, unless Lithuania also win and they get into a 3-way tie and it comes down to goal differential. So we just don't know who they're going to play. I would say odds are, but Queiroz, the captain, was utterly sensational today. So the standings with Turkey and Serbia up at the top. Portugal climbing to 3rd place ahead of Latvia, and Estonia know they have been condemned to a 5th place finish. They will not advance. Czechia and Turkey taking on Latvia and Serbia respectively after this today. Thanks.